You guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
You're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.
What up? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got my guy Wham Bam with me, Babano with me, and Dutch should fall through shortly. Guys, we got 6 games today? It's an interesting slate. But how's NBA been? How's everything been for you, Babano?
Good. The last few days. Not a great start to the week last week, as we remember, but yeah, it's been a little bit better here these last few weeks. How about those Indiana Pacers yesterday? I was on them plus the points against Cleveland. Wasn't sure they were going to win that game outright, but a big win for the Pacers as they are completely, turned their season around based on the way they've started. They're playing so much better right now, which is great to see. My Oklahoma City Thunder were very good to me once again. We took their team total over against that horrific Washington Wizards team, so that was good to see as well. We snuck out a point spread cover with those pesky Charlotte Hornets as well, plus the points late in the night against Phoenix. So that was a nice Sunday in the NBA. A lot better than my NFL win. It was not a good weekend for a wild card weekend with the sides and totals for me, but NBA's been good. We've turned it around after a rough start to the week last week, so hopefully we get it rolling here into the new week.
Wham Bam, what's good with you?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. Feeling good. Can't complain. Shout out to the chat. Tasha. You got Justin up in here. Dia, our brother. What's good with you, man? Big Daddy up in here, man. Y'all already know. It's another day, another Monday. And like my guy Dutch would say, the NBA is a hell of a drug. Y'all know who y'all looking at. It's the plugs, man. We gonna get here and gonna hit them right over the head like we normally do. And last time I did catch the best bet. Let's keep it going again today.
And I'm looking at the chat. Did I have the show scheduled earlier than usual or something? What's going on? Why is everybody expecting us to be on? Or not everybody, but somebody is expecting us to be on at it wasn't even 1:00 yet in the comments. So I don't know. I must have messed up. Maybe I made a mistake or something. I don't know. But you guys know when the show is supposed to start. Only starts at 12 on Fridays.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Let's get to the first game on the slate. Appreciate all y'all in the comments. A lot of comments I'm trying to get through here, but all the usual suspects in here. And good to see you guys. All right, first game up, we're going to go Minnesota and Washington. Opened up Wolves. Opened up -12.5. It's -15 now. Wow. And for the total, opened 225 down to 223. Bagley, Sadiq Bey, Brogdon, all out. The 2 rookies for Minnesota, Terrence Shannon Jr. and Dillingham, both out. Bano, I'll go to you first on this one. The Wizards, they just got absolutely just. Last I looked, they were down by 30-something. I didn't even look again after that. They're just not really a good team. When they lose, they usually lose by big margin. It's 15 here for the Timberwolves tonight. Do you think that number is too big?
So I'm on the Timberwolves team total. I don't mind people wanting to lay, what is it now, 15 with Minnesota in this game. But I prefer the team total because it's just a preference for me. When you're talking about the bigger favorites, I just prefer the team, especially against a horrendous team as far as defense is concerned. And it doesn't get much worse than Washington giving up 135 to Houston, 138 to Chicago, and 136 to Oklahoma City last night. Why can't Minnesota get over their team total? Their team total is only 118.5. So all they need to do is get into the 120s. And Washington's been giving up 120 in their sleep here in the last few games. And you've got the fact that Minnesota's off a loss to Memphis, 127, 125 on Saturday. Rest advantage, too. This is back-to-back for Washington. Pretty straightforward decision for me. Timberwolves team total over 118.5.
Is that how you see it as well, Wham Bam?
Yeah, I kind of would agree with Babano. I would want to isolate some Timberwolves players, team total, things of that nature. I don't necessarily want to be on this ATS just because they haven't been able to cover last 8 games, 2 of the last 8 games. So it's not really somebody that I think that cares about winning the game by a certain margin. But that being said, it is the opponent. The reason why the number is at 15 now. And this team does suck, bro. And if you were going to lay this type of number, it is a team that's at the bottom of the barrel, and they got guys that's being announced as we speak out. So it is what it is. I think with Timberwolves, it's nothing I'm playing in this game though, so I'm a pass, but not a backwood. I think you just got to trust that the Timberwolves could lay it.
This game, I'm not getting involved in, so as simple as that for me. Next game, we have Warriors and Raptors. Opened up Warriors -4.5. They're a 6-point favorite now. And total has gone up from 225.5 as high as 228.5. You have quickly game time decision for the Raptors. Outside of that, looks like everybody else is good to go. For the Warriors, we know there's no Kuminga. GP2 is out. Paz is out. And then Draymond looks like he's game time for them. I'm going to Babano again here. These Raptors, they just haven't been good. I mean, when they've been losing, and they've been losing like the Wizards, like big margins. Maybe they're who the Warriors need to see to get right in this spot. Do you think the spread is moving in the right direction on the Warriors side?
One thing I forgot to mention this. There is a player prop I like in that Minnesota game. He's in the starting lineup. Finch has recently put him in there. It's not delivery. It's DiVincenzo, Dante DiVincenzo. I think his point prop's a little low there, and they've been giving up threes like crazy lately, Washington. So DiVincenzo for Minnesota, I think, goes over his points. I think it's 4. This game, Golden State and Toronto. Yeah, I mean, certainly for Golden State, they're off the beatdown against Indiana. I was on the Pacers on Friday. Remember, I mentioned the best bet winner as well. It was the best bet for me on Friday's show. Pacers -9.5. They won by 12 against the Warriors in a bounce back spot here. Now you're playing, though, a Toronto team that's lost 5 straight. They've only covered once during that time, but it was the one time I bet Toronto was that Cleveland game with Cleveland coming off the big win against Oklahoma City, Sleepwalk City for the Cavaliers the very next night against the Raptors. But other than that, Toronto's not been good. And even getting healthier as they have, with certainly getting Emmanuel quickly back recently, among others, Pirtle. They still have had issues. They're going to struggle when they face better teams that are focused. And you would think the Warriors are focused here. Now, it's always a question mark who the hell's in the lineup. It looks like there's no Kuminga tonight. Peyton, Draymond's a game time decision, but they do have Steph. That's important. Quickly for the Raptors, downgraded to questionable. And the fact that he's been downgraded probably means he's probably more leaning toward him being out. So Golden State for me, I haven't bet it actually, but it's Warriors or pass for me. I'm passing, but I lean Warriors.
I agree. Wham Bam, how are you approaching this one?
Yeah, I think the Warriors are in a good spot here. And even with Draymond, it does appear that he's not going to be playing it. I think he a late addition as well to the injury report, and I think it was he's not going through shoot around. He's not going to be present. He wasn't present during shoot around today, so I don't think he's going to play as an illness. So that gives me another. You already know, like I'm on Tracy Jackson train. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding with the over 11.5, 12.5, 13.5 points with him. Seems like it's a pretty good spot. He's averaging the last 10 games just about 11.8 points per game. His point total is at 12.5 at plus money, plus 106. I like that look a lot. I think there's an edge there. So I'm going to go Tracy Jackson points over 12.5. That's what I have in this game. As far as what I say with you guys, I agree. I think the Warriors are the spot here.
All right, next up we have Pistons and Knicks. Opened up Knicks -7.5. Still sitting right there. Total open 225.5, and it looks like 222.5. As far as injuries are concerned, Ivy, we know about him. For the Knicks, Brunson. It looks like he's game time decision there. Knicks are on a back-to-back, right? So Pistons have the rest advantage, and Pistons, man, they already got more wins than they did last year, right? They have a winning record right now, 20-19. So that's a big turnaround for Detroit. New York has been one of those teams that beats on the poor, and maybe I feel like struggles against the better teams. I feel like I talked this out with somebody recently. Wham Bam, do you think – I mean, I think Cade is the way. I'm already, every 40.5, that's easy money for Cade right there, especially without Ivy. But do you think the Pistons can hang in this game versus the Knicks?
And you're right. Casey, it is Trace, not Tracy, but I still call him Tracy. It don't matter. I got dyslexia or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, I think Cade is the guy. Cade is the reason why we get to turn around. He wasn't available last year like that. Now he's available even without Ivy out there. He's still carrying his team over 24.5 points. It is in my pocket. I didn't put this as like a bigger bet. This is not even a full unit, but I just think that this is play or stay away. I think that the Pistons are the right side here, especially with another guy that's not at shooting round earlier today with the boy Jalen Brunson. I don't think he's going to play today, so maybe a lot of Josh Hart props too. You know what I'm saying? If you look towards Josh Hart has obviously been very consistent over the last month and a half. So I would go his way, but over 24.5 points with Cade. I did put some money on that. So yeah, I'm rocking with that. But I like the Pistons if I had to go anywhere on the side though.
Are you with Espabano or are you looking the other way?
No, I like Detroit here. Detroit's been very competitive lately, and I've had a good read on the Knicks. Was on them against Milwaukee in the bounce back on the weekend, and I faded them with Oklahoma City on Friday. So it's been a nice read here. Going against them once, won. Going on them once, won. I think it's time to go back the other way, go against them again tonight. Detroit's been a competitive bunch, playing some really good ball. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. They've beaten, some Minnesota during that run, Orlando, and they've been competitive, and the losses have been competitive. You have to go all the way back to the end of last year to find the last time the Pistons lost a game by 8 points or more. And that's basically what's got to happen here. If you're going to cash a ticket with the Pistons, and even without Ivy, we've seen double C here, Cade Cunningham pick up the slack. Brunson with the shoulder injury in the Milwaukee game that he suffered. So for that reason, he's questionable. Certainly, Brunson being out is going to hurt. Even if Brunson plays, I like Detroit. I think it's a competitive game. And the Knicks got up to play Milwaukee and beat Milwaukee because they got totally embarrassed on their home floor against Oklahoma City. But they've been the kind of team where sometimes they don't always give you 48 minutes, Thibodeau's team, every single night. And that happens here, coming off a big, satisfying blowout win against the Bucks. On national TV, I might add, then the Pistons have it in them to hang around, and I think they will.
Hey, somebody asked for it, man. Somebody asked for it. I guess y'all gonna get what y'all asked for, man. The plug has landed straight from the pool. What's good with you, Dutchie?
Yeah, man. The NBA is a hell of a drug. Hey, you looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. Hey, wherever we come from, we coming, man. I was saying, I cannot do it. I'll slide through. I turn the bubbles off just for you, though, Skee. Just for you, my guy. All right.
Yeah, we don't hear those sound effects from you anymore on the pool. Yeah, remember the last time.
We're in chill mode right now, Good to see y'all. Sorry I'm late. Had to get a little vitamin D in my life, though. Check it out, man. This is a perfect and then my earpod died on the way down here too. It's all bad, man. My computer's lagging. It's all bad. But we're gonna get to the bag, believe that. This is a perfect game right here because this is where I'm really at. I talked about it this morning on the sesh. Salute to the real ones that tune the fuck in. I love the Pistons here, man. I absolutely love them. You got New York feeling good after just beating Milwaukee, after getting smacked around by OKC. Question marks with the injuries, but we know this team is super top heavy. You got Detroit. I love what Babano said. They've been covering numbers like this since last year. It's just a grimy fucking basketball team. They're deep. They got guys. Whatever button they're pressing, they're in Detroit. I mean, it's competitiveness, and that's what I want. I want competitive basketball. You're gonna give me more than a touchdown. It's good money, man. And plus, you got New York off a big win with Philadelphia on deck, a little bit beat up. I think Detroit might fuck around and win this basketball game. They actually were at home for the past 5-6 days. First game of the road trip. Detroit might go into Madison Square Garden and beat these motherfuckers. But give me the 7.5 to 8, whatever's available right now. It's good money. Believe that.
Good stuff from Dutchie right there. I agree. And if I know you want to back with that Minnesota, Washington, Golden State, Toronto. You want any parts of that? Or you all right?
No, man, you can't trust the Warriors, man. You don't really know what they're getting, really. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
That's why I
expecting a
didn't
big
bet 'em.
move.
I don't
I'm
trust them.
expecting a big. I'm sorry, go ahead, Romano.
That's why I didn't bet them. I lean Warriors too. I just don't fully trust them. It's their spot, but I don't know. I don't fully trust. They're laying
Yeah,
6.
I feel like the Warriors are gonna make a move. So I'm gonna stay away from the Warriors for now. I think they got to make a move, man. I don't like what I'm seeing out of there. Steph look like he playing in fucking in quicksand, bro. This motherfucker is slow. I don't know. He's starting to lose it a little. Like he might want to get on the LeBron diet. Get some PDs in his ass because he's looking a little soft out there. Andy, what is he? 35? I mean, come on, man. You can't be going out like that, Steph. So yeah, step your game up, man. I'm not liking what I'm seeing out of Golden State, but they're getting healthy. Fuck around, maybe beat the Warriors, but I'll stay away.
One point to be made about Steph is that, tonight might be a night to actually back him props wise, over points and over threes. He's been in Toronto. His dad played in Toronto with the Raptors when he was just a little kid running around that arena. Yeah, he gets excited to play there. So, and I know he's had some big games against the Raptors. So maybe this is a Steph Curry night for those that think he might go off. He does like playing in Toronto.
We shall see for sure. All right, we'll keep going down the list. We'll move it over here to Grizzlies and Rockets. Opened up Rockets -3, now -3.5, and the total went from 235 down to 233. As far as injuries are concerned, Easton is game time. We know Jabari Smith Jr. is out for the Rockets. John Morant wasn't on the injury report earlier, but he's now game time decision. Buff is probable. No Smart. Rest of the guys seem like they're okay. These teams did just play recently. Yeah, they did just play on the 9th.
Right.
And Houston won 119 to 115. Houston hasn't played another game since. Their game got postponed because it was versus an LA team. So they've had a lot of rest, and they get to face this Grizzlies team back at the house again here. So I'm gonna go to you first, Dutch. I feel like you might like this game. Are we going with the LJ special, or what are we doing with the Rockets and Grizzlies?
Yeah, man. I mean, it really kind of just seems like why not? Shout out to our guy LJ. I mean, you got a competitive basketball game. Shout out to everyone on Saturday too. Our guy OG Stacks was talking that shit about Memphis getting 2 against Minnesota and went in there and beat him. Tough competitive basketball game, and John Morant made the plays when it had to. Right, he had to. So this Memphis team is hard to gauge. So I'm gonna go with what we know and just stay with Houston first half. But watch out for these Grizzlies though, because they've been doing it without their horses, and now you get Ja back. I feel like people kind of forgot about Ja. He might feel some type of way, and they clearly got the talent and the capability of winning basketball games. I mean, it's just competitiveness. We talk about the competitiveness of Detroit. It's the same thing damn in Memphis. We can't name half the motherfuckers guys' names on the back, and they still show up and somehow are 10 games over 500 right now. It's fucking insane. So they start getting their guys back. I think they could be a bet on team. But at this point of the season, I think this is a Houston spot. But it just seems almost too easy, But it's Houston first half or nothing for me.
Well, I'm gonna go to you next on this one. I mean, I gotta ask you that same question. The Grizzlies haven't covered the first half their last 5 games. They're 4-5-1 ATS in the first half as a road dog. Rockets at home in the first half, 13-5. Is it just get in and get out, or what are you looking at in this game?
It's not broke, so you don't want to try to go and fix it, but something is telling me, like how Dutch is saying, I think Josh been forgotten. His last game, he didn't really do too well either, and I think even though the game before that they played against this Rockets team, and he had pretty much a solid game, but I know he didn't have a big game recently there. Rockets and this Houston team, the Grizzlies and this Houston team are pretty good in the first half. So that may be another reason why you want to stay away from fading the Grizzlies here, because like you said, they're getting all their horses back. This can be a competitive game, especially with the short revenge angle. I think it could be a competitive game. So I do like Ja over 22.5 points. He did get this over the last game when it was on the 9th, the 27 points where he had. So he didn't even shoot the ball well. 9 for 22 from the field. And I think that that's probably just another reason why he's been kind of like on and off. He hasn't really been getting good, or contact to the foul. He's an attack the rim type player. That's the number one thing that they're going to do, even over the last 5 games. They're still, with all the people out of the lineup, they're still number 3 in points in the paint. Memphis is. So I kind of still just want to go ahead and just jump in with Memphis here. It's just kind of sketchy because it's against a team that I think that's pretty still good. But Ja over 22.5 points. I am going to bet that. I haven't yet, but that's something I am going to bet. I think that that's just something I don't want to be on a highlight looking at him scoring all these points and knowing that he could just go over 24 points, and I could have easily got that just off of a fishing night. So I think a fishing night is due for Ja, and it may be tonight. So I like Ja going up against those boys, Jalen Green and them.
Babano, do you like John Morant tonight? Are you looking like that Rockets first half? What are you liking in this game?
The more this line goes up, the more I'm interested in Memphis. 3.5. I'm even seeing a 4 starting to pop up here. It's the revenge spot. It's Houston out of rhythm with the Laker game getting canceled. They've been sitting around now at home. Who knows what they've been doing, the last few days. And they've been very good at home under Ime Udoka since the beginning of last year. And they're still 12-6 at home this year. But if you look at recently, haven't been covering these numbers at home lately. Lakers, they were 4.5-point favorite. They only win by 4. They lose at home to Boston. They did cover against the Mavs, but they lose outright as 8.5-point favorites on this floor against Miami. So this Houston team hasn't been quite the cash cow here at the Toyota Center that they've been in the past. You got Memphis in a revenge spot. They're getting healthier. John Morant's going to play. I haven't bet it yet, but I probably will. Memphis plus 3.5.
All right, Babano looking the other way. He likes those Grizzlies today. So I'll think about it, and we'll keep moving to Miami and Clippers. Opened up Clippers minus 5.5. They're now 7-point favorite, and total went from 216.5 down to 215. I'm looking at I'm looking at the right game. Just have to make sure. And Richardson is also out. I'm gonna go to you first, Wham Bam, in this one because the Clippers had a game postponed too. Now they're gonna play again. The Fires are still going. I mean, the last game the Clippers played the Lakers too, but it looked like they didn't really, care about playing basketball. It looked like other stuff was on their mind. Do you think they'll be focused here today? Do you think they're rusty after not playing so long? How are you viewing this game?
So I think the more time that you're getting away from the Lakers or any LA team, you're getting a good chance that you're getting at least a good chance that they're not going to be, not necessarily rusty, but I think that you're going to see them in a situation where they're all the way like locked in. You know what I mean? I think in this situation, the fact that it's Inglewood, and I'm gonna say this though, today it's a big day in LA. It's a big day in LA. I feel it. Not necessarily just all about my 10 hat theory, because I'm gonna put the 10 hat on, Skee. I know I said I wasn't gonna do these breakdowns, but today we got the Fires going on, and not only do we got the Fires going on, there's a lot of money that's being lost, a lot of things that's, a lot of sad things going on in LA. And you got the Clippers playing in their new arena. You got SoFi hosting a Monday Night Football today. And then you also have the Lakers playing today with Wembanyama. So there's a lot of things going on in LA today. Now, if I had to think, the weakest link is this Miami team with Jimmy Butler lingering over him. I think it's kind of clear to say that the Clippers are going to end up with a W out of any LA team today. I think the Clippers have the easiest W today to show out for people that's been affected by the Fires and all that stuff. So in the new arena in LA, the fact that they're getting a little bit extra time, this is only going to benefit guys like Kawhi Leonard, who's not going to play in this game, of course, but it's only going to benefit guys like that. And who's to say they maybe do it for Kawhi? I don't know. But I like James Harden and them boys tonight. I think they blow these boys out. Bam is a late add too to the question. Been a late add I think he's intending to play. Y'all know when they say intending to play in the NBA, that means they not gonna play. You know what I'm saying? When they intend to play, that means they not gonna play. So Bam ain't not play today. I think that's going to even more affect this line here. So I like the Clippers to win by double digits here.
All right, I'm going to Dutchy, man. Dutch, I feel like Wham cutting up for real. I really do. I'm not buying what he's selling in this one. I'm not gonna lie. The Heat look pretty terrible. I put them on a hell no list after they tricked off that 17-point lead versus the Kings, and they responded by winning 3 straight. Do you think they should be getting 7 points here tonight? How are you viewing Heat and Clippers?
I mean, to be quite honest with you, I don't think the Clippers should be favored by any basketball team. And we know Miami Heat's capable. I mean, they've been going through their things, but they have one of the better coaches in the NBA. And they got some guys that can definitely put the ball in the bucket. The Clippers, man, would I be shocked if they win this game? Absolutely not. But you're going to cover a touchdown? I don't know about that, man. I just don't know about that. I look for Tyler Hero to do his thing. I wouldn't be mad about at James, but I still think, honestly, they got a lot going on. And Clippers, the second team to me, man, to everybody, right? So me giving a fuck about the Clippers in LA. No one gives a fuck. They out there, they trying to go see LeBron and the movie stars all gonna be watching LeBron and the Lakers, the purple and gold. I don't give a fuck about that new shit they got going over there and whatever the fuck that arena's called. At the end of the day, I don't trust the Clippers. I don't. And I don't really trust the Miami motherfucking Heat. So I just gave y'all some motherfucking exotic ass backwood from the motherfucking
No problem. Bad for your health.
Wham, what you got to say, man? You muted.
All right, one more thing. I just got to say one more thing. Just think about it. Just the idea. The Heat, the fire to last in LA to beat the Clippers, it's symbolic, bro. They got to put the fire out today. Put the Heat out.
I see what you did. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
though,
Babano.
right? That's
He
crazy.
cutting up, Babano. Are you with Wham or is
Here's
he
the thing.
up?
I'm not stepping in front of the situational with the Clippers. I'm not. And they've been actually very good laying points at home. They're 3-0 straight up, 3-0 against the spread last 3 home games as favorites. So I'm not betting against the Clippers tonight, but there's no way I'm laying 7. I can't lay that many points with this team. I can't. I mean, they've been terrible these last. Now, 2 good teams on the road, but they haven't been competitive. I don't trust them to win by margin. Miami has shown some life again these last couple of games here without Jimmy Butler. They beat Golden State, won outright as a big dog. They took out Portland. They beat Utah. They're a 3-game win streak for the Heat coming into LA here. LA hasn't played in several days. Are they thrown out of rhythm? Nah, it's just too many things back and forth. It's a good game to pass.
Is bad for your health.
All right, man. We got one more. We're gonna see what he come up with for this one, man. Spurs and Lakers. Opened up Lakers -3. It's 3.5 now. And the total went from 224 down to 221.5. AD LeBron game time decision. Same old for them. Actually, they're both probable. For the Spurs, Sohan is game time. Lakers haven't played, I think, since the 7th, something like that. They've been off for quite a while as well. And I always like to think, is it rest versus rest? But if there's any one team who could use some extra rest, it is the Lakers, old ass.
Those old bones.
I do worry.
Yes.
I do worry about the mindset though with the Fire, because they were another team who looked like the last game they played, they didn't even care. So Wham Bam, you can't put out the Spurs, but what we do? What you doing tonight for this game?
You can put out Wimby tall ass.
There's no extinguisher for a Spur, only heat.
Take out the legs. Go for the legs, my brother. Nah. Come on, that's hilarious.
You can't put out the Spurs.
You can put out the Spurs is good with Dutch. You can't put out. That's a good one. Nah, so yeah. So the same kind of 10 hat theory here, but this one you can back this with X and O's. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can back this with X and O's. The Lakers, like you said, they need more rest. They need more practice time with each other. So the fact that they have been affected by the fires, I'm not sure how serious has that been for them. I'm not saying it's not been serious, but I mean how much affected outside of JJ Redick. I know his house did get burned down, but outside of him, I don't know how much are these other guys are all affected. I'm not all the way in the business of that. I didn't even know. But I do think that this is still a serious season. This is a good chance to repeat. This is a replay game. This is one of the games that was canceled. We're just getting a chance to play it now. So I like the fact that this is a game that they are going to be able to play because this is a big marquee type game with Victor Wembanyama to play. And as we lose Dutch camera there, hopefully and go in. Yeah, bro. I thought it was about to get the water. I thought I was going to the water, dog. On everything.
Yo, it looks nice out here, but it's cold as fuck, bro.
All right, that's it. It's kind of scared me. I thought we was going in the water for real.
And that
like,
wind
Vegas,
kicking up, man. Ain't no joke.
Yeah. So, but for the most part, though, in this game, yes, there's gonna be a good showing. I'm honestly this close for buying sweet tickets for this game too. Honestly, I think that Victor and them boys show up tonight. I think the Lakers still win though. I think they get a big collective cast here. I like Dalton Connect over 6.5 points. That is in my pocket. And I do like AD tonight. I know AD's been having real good success against Victor. They tweeted that out from Underdog. I think he's 0-4. Victor is 0-4 against the Lakers so far. I don't think they are going to win this game. They're going to make it close. The Lakers are going to win down the stretch. The only thing that's stopping me from max betting the Lakers in this game is just because the rest type thing that you're saying. I think that can be effective to this type old ass team because you might get LeBron to make all these damn practice shots and now he come in the game and he can't make shit. So it could be like that. I think that the Sporting Cast still helped the Lakers win though. So give me Dalton Connect over 6.5 points. I do like the Lakers -3 to 4.
Casey on you, man, in the chat. Casey.
It's all good. It's all good, Casey. It's all good.
Dutch. Is my what you think about Lakers and Spurs, man?
Yeah, this one's difficult for me because, like, originally I was like, okay, I'm gonna be on the Lakers here. That was a nice little. If I start thinking about it, I'm like, man, the Lakers. I'm really gonna count on the Lakers giving a fuck about a basketball game with all that's going on. They don't really even give a fuck when there ain't shit going on, you know. But then I'm like, you know, LeBron, he got this shit going on with the fires, of course, in his backyard, but. I know y'all seen this shit with him about, you know, and academics and Drake, and you know, he might just want to just get away. Like this, he probably don't even want to be home right now, listening to the wifey and shit. So maybe he just prays freely tonight, happy, because he's with the boys on the court. He don't got to hear his wife bitching about how many white girls he fucked in Canada. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I know. I take it back. It's like, damn, just get me away from that bull ass shit. You know, it's like a monkey off your back when you get away from that shit. So maybe he's just been dying to touch the court and get the fuck away. So LBJ, you know, LBJ, fuck around and get a triple double, man. It's only right. It's California. Come on, man. I can't go against the Lakers tonight. You know, would I be surprised if the Lakers fuck around and lose? No, because that's kind of what they do under LBJ. But at the end of the day, man, I like one game a lot more than this other game, so I stayed away from this. Because I had mixed opinions. I was like, yeah, Lakers. And then I started thinking, maybe don't be so confident. So when I start pedaling backwards, I just say, fuck it, you know. So no bet for me here, but I'm sure by the end of the evening, I'll have something on LBJ in some type of prop way.
I ain't gonna lie. The logic checks out. Logic definitely checks out. He could be happy to go play basketball and get away, man. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Babano.
For real, man.
I like Reed's assist. I know it didn't hit last game, but like I said, I think everybody's mind was gone. And if the Lakers are going to cover and win this game, I think he'll have to get back to that playmaking he's doing. What do you think about Spurs and Lakers, Babano?
Well, LeBron is shooting over 50% 8 straight games. He's been on a roll shooting the basketball lately. I'm with Dutch on that prop for LeBron over points. I think it's a night for him to step up. I think he needs a distraction. So does JJ. JJ lost his rental house in this damn fire as well. So I actually think it's a positive distraction to kind of get back. You know, I know obviously they're thinking of that and how we're going to rebuild not only themselves but the whole community. But I think LeBron does shoot well, scores, looks for his offense tonight. So the over points I like. Small bet on the Lakers. Money line, and I'm going to go money line instead with the Lakers here. Look, I don't like what I've seen out of San Antonio. It started with that collapse against Chicago, and I think they didn't bounce back from it because they did not play a good game against Milwaukee after that. So that kind of shook them up, just collapsing like they did the Spurs against that Chicago Bulls team. Now you got to go on the road. The Lakers, it'll be kind of an emotional environment there. I think they actually do show up tonight, play a good game, win. Again, I don't know if we're getting value because Spurs to me are a very formidable team, especially when Victor is on his game, Wemby. But the situation will say the Lakers are worth a look tonight. So we'll take them minus 160 on the money line. And I like LeBron over points as well.
All right, good stuff. Red Fox said, put a shirt on, man. What the hell is wrong with you?
Hey, yo, man, I'm getting too white. Bro. I got to get sun while I can.
In fact, they're saying that to Dutch. Imagine what they'd be saying to me.
Hey, but Bono's going to finish us off too, Skee.
Yeah, I figured that's how it was going to rock.
Oh, you want to take off? All right. It's going to be Ian playing Dutch at the end.
No,
I'm going to say it, but I just don't want to.
You just want to watch. Okay.
I don't want to. I just want to get my bet out.
He ain't putting them to fucking rest in the pool. That's what he said, Babano. Best bets. We're going to go to my guy Wham Bam first. He going to let everybody know what he thinks is the best way to get paid.
Best way to get paid. It might be where our guy Babano just said, man, with the Lakers. But I told you guys I will not give you guys best bets with the Lakers until the Lakers get to the playoffs. I don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? If they get to the playoffs, I don't have no choice. I'm not going to do it. But yeah. All right. So best bet is, ooh, shit. It probably, damn. All right. It's going to be Trace. I noticed I said Tracy, but it's going to be Trace. Trace over 12.5 points at plus 106. Trace Jackson Davis for the Golden State Warriors over 12.5 points. Actually, plus 110 you could get right now. I think Draymond is not going to play today. That's going to give him a little bit more of an uptick in points there. He's averaging just under this total at 11.8 points for the last 10 games. Again, with Draymond being out, even if he is in or out or whatever, I think he gets to this point total. So over 12.5 with Trace Jackson Davis. That's how we're going to go. Best bet.
Good stuff, Wham Bam. Next, we'll slide it to my guy Dutch. And let the people know what the freshest look of the day is.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, we vibing out here on the West Coast. It's only right. We travel to the East Coast. The NY, baby. Madison motherfucking Square Garden. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Detroit basketball. Hey, it's good money, man. Take the 7.5. Take the 8. Get whatever you can get and get to the motherfucking window. That's good money. Believe that.
Good stuff from my guy Dutchy. And then for myself, man, we ain't fixing it. Hey, if the Pistons gonna cover, my boy got to put in some work. It's gonna be Cade over 40.5 PRA. Hit 7 out of 9 games without Ivy. It's gonna hit again tonight versus Knicks on a back-to-back. So rolling with my guy there. Last but not least, pass it over to Babano. He's gonna let everybody know how to get to the window and then take us home.
It's funny that I'm playing the role of Dutch to end the show, fitting on today's show, because my best bet is his best bet. Same one. We're going with the Detroit Pistons as well, plus 7.5 against the New York Knicks. Like I mentioned earlier, they haven't lost a game by more than this number in a very long time. They catch the Knicks off the big blowout against the Bucks, and who knows if Brunson's going to play. Regardless, I think we have a competitive game at MSG tonight. Detroit Pistons plus 7.5 against the New York Knicks for my best bet. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. The NBA is a hell of a drug, and you're looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?
Here we go.